Alex Eala, Igemnan TI WTA rank number 49. Igam Ni Pine tennis star Alexandra Alex, Eala TI Micah 49 a Rango ITI Women's Tennis Association ranking. Daytoy TI Barrow a career high a Rango TI Niseo a tennis player. T Barrow a ranking Ket Casuruno TI Campaniana ITI ASB Classic Idiot Auckland, New Zealand. ITI Niseo a Torneo Ket Nikagaman Ni Pine tennis player na Umabat ITI semifinals, Agraman TI Imprizio a Pangabak Katagidi Immuna na elimination rounds, Cas TI Pangabak Contra ITI 7-time Grand Slam singles champion Venus Williams ITI doubles category. Glowing star Alex Eala, Beyond the Baseline, a Filipino dream carved in tennis glory glowing star. In the heart of Quezon City, Philippines, on a warm May day in 2005, a star was born, Alexandra Meñiego Eala, known to the world simply as Alex. Little did the world know that this spirited girl, born into a family that loved sports, would one day rewrite the story of tennis in the Philippines and light up the global stage with her talent, grit, and imagination. From the moment she picked up a racket at the age of 4, Alex's path was never ordinary. Guided by her parents, her father Mike and her mother Riza, herself a former competitive athlete, Alex learned early that discipline dances with dreams. She was not merely playing, she was training with intent, already nurturing a spark that would one day glow into brilliance. Tennis, a journey fueled by passion and sacrifice. Tennis is a demanding sport, not just physically but mentally and emotionally. For Alex, it meant tough choices at a tender age. At about 13, she made a monumental decision. She left her home to train in Europe, enrolling at the esteemed Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, Spain, a crucible of elite development where she honed her game among peers and mentors who challenged her every day. Her left-handed play, with a powerful two-handed backhand, became her signature, and her agility, court awareness, and tenacity began turning heads on the international circuit. But talent alone never secured her rise. She trained through doubts, grew through losses, and shaped her resolve with every setback. Her early years on the professional circuit weren't meteoric, and that was precisely what built her resilience. Competing in ITF events, she steadily climbed the rankings, mastering every surface, adapting her game, and learning to translate junior success into professional competitiveness. Military Medal A Breakthrough Season, 2025, the year of firsts. Then came 2025, the year everything changed. Before that year, the Women's Tennis Association, WTA, rankings saw players from tennis powerhouses dominate the spotlight. The Philippines, a nation brimming with athletic spirit but rarely centered in tennis headlines, watched from the fringes. Then Alex shattered that quiet history. At the prestigious Miami Open, a WTA 1000 tournament, one of the most competitive stages outside the Grand Slams, she exploded into global consciousness. Entering the event as a qualifier and wild card, she became a force of nature, defeating a sequence of established stars, including former Grand Slam champions and top-ranked players. In a defining moment that reverberated through the tennis world, Alex defeated the world's then No. 2. Iga Swiatek, with calm authority, a victory that symbolized not just athletic prowess but self-belief turned into reality. She didn't stop there. She dismantled Yelena Ostapenko and Madison Keys along the way, victories that saw her reach the semifinals of the Miami Open. For a Filipino athlete, and for Southeast Asian tennis generally, this was unprecedented. No player from her nation had ever reached that far in such a premier event. The season continued with more milestones. First WTA Tour final at the Lexus Eastbourne International, a battle that put Alex in contention among the world's best. First WTA 125 title at the Guadalajara Open, securing her maiden professional crown. First main draw Grand Slam win at the US Open, a historic triumph that excited fans and emboldened young athletes in the Philippines and beyond. These achievements weren't just statistics. They were threads weaving a new narrative for an entire generation, athletes who dared to dream beyond boundaries. Trophy climbing the ranks, world number 49, a Filipino first. By early January 2026, Alex Eala had scaled new heights, reaching a career-high WTA singles ranking of number 49, the highest ever achieved by a Filipino player in the history of the WTA. This marked another landmark, the first time a Filipina cracked the top 50 in the world rankings. This ranking wasn't arbitrary. It was earned through semi-final runs at tournaments like the ASB Classic in Auckland, impressive victories over players in the top 80, and consistent performances that showed depth, adaptability, and competitive spirit. For a nation that cherishes heroes, Alex became a symbol of possibility, proof that talent nurtured with discipline can rise to the global spotlight. Globe showing Asia Australia beyond the numbers, the heart of a champion. But Alex's story isn't just about ranking points or trophies. It's about imagination, courage, and cultural pride. In a country where basketball often overshadows other sports, Alex's tennis journey sparked conversation, celebration, and aspiration. Social media buzzed with support, fans calling for greater recognition, more resources, and wider sponsorship for athletes outside the usual spotlight. Each match Alex won wasn't just a point, it was a moment of national pride. Off the court, she remains grounded and relatable, a young woman with a love for ice cream, rice, and milk tea, one who enjoys upbeat Spanish music and finds joy in movies. These personal touches remind fans that behind the athlete is a human being navigating life with humility and heart. Chart increasing what lies ahead. At just 20 years old, Alex's journey is far from complete. The climb up the rankings is a continuous challenge, demanding adaptation, learning, and evolution, especially as she competes in the 4 Grand Slam tournaments and faces the most seasoned competitors in the sport. Her upcoming goals include deeper runs in Grand Slams, Australian Open, Roland Garros, Wimbledon, and US Open, where ranking points and global exposure are at their peak. Breaking into the top 30 and beyond, which would secure seeded positions in majors and further enhance her tournament prospects. Expanding her legacy, inspiring young Filipinos, boys and girls alike, to pick up tennis rackets and see their own dreams reflected in her achievements. Speech balloon words that inspire. Alex once shared that the past year reminded her how powerful love, support, and community can be, sentiments that resonate deeply in every corner of the Philippines and with fans worldwide. She speaks of dreaming bigger, loving harder, and doing more for the people and passions that matter most, a philosophy that elevates her from an athlete to a role model. Checkered flag final rally, legacy in motion. Alex Eala's rise to WTA number 49 is not just a personal victory, it's a chapter in the larger story of Filipino sporting history. It's proof that with belief, boldness, and unwavering effort, barriers can be broken and history reinvented. From Quezon City to the global tennis stage, Alex has shown that dreams, when pursued with heart and skill, can ascend beyond expectation. Her journey is an open invitation to every aspiring athlete. Don't wait for a path, forge one. And as her racket swings tomorrow for new battles, one thing is certain, the world will be watching and millions back home will be cheering.